Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Morgan and I am the host of the Ramblin Needles podcast, which if you are a returning viewer, you know that. If not, welcome to the channel. You can find me as Rambling Needles on Instagram and Ravelry and of course YouTube. We have a podcast group on Ravelry. It's under Rambling Needles podcast. Yeah, I think that's it. This is going to be a unedited, just live. I meant to do live. YouTube wouldn't let me do it, so we'll see how it goes. It's been, I think, 4 weeks since I've filmed, so you'd think I'd have a lot more done than I do, but I don't. First thing first, I did dye my hair, so it is now big, bright blue, like it normally is. And Rory, as you know, Rory's my dog. She is running around here somewhere. And with it being live and not being able to edit out the barking, I didn't really want her, and I want her to be able to go if she starts going off. Yeah. Alright, yeah, it's been 4 weeks. You'd think I have more done than I don't. So we'll start with finished objects and go from there. Alright. So here you go. And I think this is, it looks like a lot, but it's not. So first things first, I did finish the Montana mitts by the ends of them woman because they haven't been blocked. Katie from the Jordy Knits podcast. I did, these were a test knit, so I don't think the pattern's been released yet. I haven't been on social media much. I mean, I've been posting stories, but I haven't really been browsing. So, but I really like these. All I had was like half the cuff and the thumb to do last podcast, and I finished them that night. So they've been waiting to be shown off. The yarn is Red Hearts. The gray is Red Heart gray ombres. It was like the same gray all the way through. I mean, the top of this one, like just this, is just slightly darker, so I'm not worried about it. And then this was Red Heart claret color. I really liked it. It was super fun, super quick. I was so happy to test it for her. So she was on vacation. She just got back from vacation. Well, I say just got back. She got back like a week ago, but still more than I've done. Alright, so we'll just toss that way. Yeah, you guys can probably hear the notifications, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to stop them from not buzzing or making a sound on my phone. I turned the ringtone off, but they still come through, and I figured the sound is better than the vibration, hopefully. Okay, I finished Grandma's socks. So they're just basic vanilla socks. I did them on a 2.5. Grandma's got little feet, so I think I only cast on like 60 stitches. The yarn is Patton's Croy in the flax, because the way I'm going flax, I lost the tag. I probably threw it away, or my mom threw it away. It was sitting on the counter. But yeah, so Patton's Croy in flax. They're just basic. I did a 2x2 rib cuff, because I like a 2x2 better. It just depends on what I'm doing, if I will do the 2x2 or not. So yeah, so it's two, so it's like, let's say 1 a week, because I've got 4. I'm tangled in the drawstring. Then I finished, I picked back and refinished my Whitey Nook hat by Katie of Jordy Knits. Not sponsored. I really like this pattern. I knit it out of, the yarn is cat sandwich fibers and Rhinebeck red. I still have a decent amount left over. So it looked like there was a stain on my bag, and I was about to have a bit of a panic because I love this bag. Yeah, so I knit it. I finished it in the last podcast you saw, I think. Yeah. But it sat how it was supposed to, like a skull cap on my head, and I looked like a complete knobhead, so I could not wear it like that. So I ripped back and then knit it longer so it's a slouchy hat, and I would put it on, but I have to leave here soon, and I don't feel like redoing my hair. So, but yeah, I really like it. This was the yarn I got in the Solidarity Swap. This was also my entry to the Solidarity Swap. From Heather of Earl Grey Fiber Company. I really like it. And I knit either the teen or the adult small. I don't know. I have a super small head, so I knit whatever. I've knit toddler hats, and if I knit them too long, they'll fit on my head. So I have a really small head. This is living in my Fate Thread Nightmare Before Christmas bag. And then my last finished object, which it's a dishcloth. And this is the only dishcloth I've knit in like 2 months. And I just knit it like yesterday, the day before. Thursday. Today's Saturday, so Thursday I knit this. Yeah. I've got more in here to cast on more because I need to get dishcloths put back in my stash for cotton. Craft shows coming up because I have a big craft show coming up in September, so I need to get on that. This is in my Bookish Stuff Aquatar Wingspan bag, which I really like. So yeah, that's all the finished objects. So like one a week, and one was a dishcloth. So it's. I will explain why I haven't had much knitting, but we will get through the knitting first. All right. So the next up, we'll start with. Let's start with where are you at? Here. So I feel bad. I cast on the that yarn is tangled, so I'll get out. The Stickin' with the Pointy and hat. Stickin' with the Pointy and socks. And I've knit one full repeat of the pattern. I've got both toes and one full repeat of the pattern. And that's it. And I put them down. And I have not touched them since Memorial Day weekend. Like that Friday of Memorial Day weekend is when I did that first repeat. I haven't touched them. I didn't lose them. I brought them in here to film, and then we didn't film, and then I couldn't find them because I forgot I brought them in here. And I don't look over here for these things. So yeah, but I want to get these done, so I'm hoping it's the Honeybee Knits June weekend knit-a-thon, so I'm hoping to put at least another repeat on these. I figure I need probably 6 repeats in total, 6 to 8 repeats in total before I start the gusset for the foot. So I kind of want that. I at least want to be to the gusset before the next podcast. I'm saying this, it's not going to happen. I know this. You guys got to know this by now. So this is also in my Fates Thread Broadway bag. It's got wrestling pins all over it. Yeah. Okay. And then, let's see, what is in you? Okay, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna talk about this first. So this is in my, just that Star Wars bag I made, which I've come a long way since then. What is jingling in, oh my, the Notions bag. I just cast on a hat. I just cast this on last night, knit like 3 rounds, and I was out. I was reading my book, and then I was falling asleep reading my book, so. Yeah, I'll show the purple. That's pretty true to purple. It's just I'm assuming Red Heart, it's just a acrylic skein of purple, which I didn't even cake it. I just wanted to knit a hat. So I cast on. And then I fell asleep, so I didn't get that much done. But yeah, so we'll do that. I've got cotton in my mouth. Alright, in my Lila Styles Game of Thrones bag, which I am still behind on Game of Thrones. I do know what happens. I'm not talking about it. So we're just not going to talk about that. I decided I wanted to knit a shawl. Like an asymmetrical shawl. Then I decided I was going to design an asymmetrical shawl. So, if you've been a viewer for a while, you remember I mentioned I was designing gloves. I did work on those a little bit this past month, and then they made me mad, so I ripped them out. I've got the pattern, I liked the way the pattern was ending up, I just didn't like the way I was doing it, so I'd rip it back out, redo some masks, and then I redid all that. I just have to cast it back on. It made me mad, so I'm not doing it. So yeah. So I am doing, it's just an asymmetrical, I think that's the style of this shawl. I don't know. This is, get it off the needle, maybe I can show it a little bit better. It's still a little scratchy. So it just goes from garter to stockinette to garter to seed. Ooh, chair spin. See that a little bit. So, I don't know if I will publish this pattern like this. I was watching, what is that? Just not Vikings, the one on Netflix. The Last Kingdom. They put season 5B on Amazon, so I'm getting ready to watch Vikings because if I miss it and I can't go back, then I just wait for it to hit Amazon. But the braid that one of the girls had, I really like that, and I think I can turn that into a cable. So we're going to see if I can incorporate that into this somehow. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm excited that it's working. That I put it on paper, and all my maths were right, and it's working, and it's nowhere near finished, because this, it's not big enough, but it's probably about a quarter of the way done, which I cast this on, so let's see, what's today, Saturday? Monday, I think, cast it on Sunday. Cast on Sunday, worked on a little, on Sunday, and then on Monday, and then put it down, haven't touched it since. That's my things. I cast it on, I work, and I put it down. But I really like it. The yarn I got it for Christmas, is Yule Ball, but it was like, what is the word I'm looking for? See, this is why I need editing, because my brain doesn't work, and then we have to cut out all the ums and ohs and me thinking. It's Yule Ball by Bedwith Girl Studios, but it was a one-of-a-kind, like a one-off thing. I think she's got a Yule Ball colorway. It doesn't look like this. It's way more saturated. And then the reds, there's a lot more, which I really like, and I think I'm going to get that. Just to have. But this was a one of a kind like thing. It didn't, I don't know if it didn't take the yarn right, or she just didn't, it wasn't the Yule Ball she wanted. So, but I got that, and it's in quite a big bag for such a little thing, but I like it. So, alright, let's see. That's just if I wanted it. It's there. Alright, so let's see. We're at 12 minutes, and I've already discussed all that I've done, and I've had a month to knit. Alright, so let's do, we'll go acquisitions. I haven't been up that long, I haven't even talked that, so I'm surprised my voice is holding up so good. So first things first is I got, okay, so let's start with this. I've got no yarn acquisitions, it's all drinking cups. I haven't even bought yarn, like, I've been so good. Or bad, depending on how you look at it. So I follow Enchanted Fandoms on Instagram. They do a bunch of like book stuff. They do book boxes and drinking vessel boxes and all that. It's really cool. So I entered a giveaway she had. I don't win giveaways. This is the second giveaway I won. I still say I don't win giveaways because it baffles me. For her May drinking vessel club, and I won, and I was freaking out. And when it came, I was so excited. So it's just, they called it a country mug, but it's Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try. And I love it. It's such a sturdy mug that it's awesome. I drink tea out of it all the time now. It's become my new tea mug. And then Memorial Day weekend, so it would have been the 25th. Yeah, my mama's birthday. She did because I guess it was National Geek Day or Geek Pride Day or so, I don't know. But she did a sale with the code, and the code rotated. And so I was originally going to get 2 things. And then I was like, no, I'll just get the one, because I don't really need it, So I got it for my mom's birthday. So I got her this. It says, I solemnly swear I am about to read a book, which my mom reads way more than anybody I've ever known. But it's a coffee cup, and it's really nice mug, and she really liked it, so I was happy. But then, after I ordered it, I was like 2 hours later, and I was still thinking about the other thing I had in my cart. Because I was like, I don't really need it. But if I stop thinking about it, I'm going to get on and get it. And the code was still good, because it was before midnight, so I was like, alright, perfect. And I felt bad, because I didn't want to be this one that used the code, for single items. But it was one of those, I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I had to go back by it. So I am currently reading Throne of Glass. I am on Queen of Shadows right now. That's what I was reading last night. And it is so good, I don't know how I was falling asleep reading it. Because I was like, I must read, but I'm like dozing. I got the Aileen tumbler, so it does. There is a naughty word, but my mom said it was fine. I'm 25. My mom said it was fine, but no, I didn't tell her I bought it because I didn't think she thought it did. But it does, and it does go well with my personality. Also, it's just a 16-ounce tumbler, but I really like it, and I was so happy. I was so happy with it. That's all I've... Oh, no. one more thing. I forgot. So I went into Joann's. Okay, so I went for the first time. My first time in Joann's was like 2 weeks ago. I'd never been in before. But then I went in again. I didn't buy anything at the time, but I went in again and I got. Let's see if I can find like the full pattern. Folded a little bit funny. I got this Harry Potter like Quidditch newspaper. It's got like I think it's supposed to be like coffee stains. I don't know. I absolutely love it, and I haven't seen this fabric anywhere. Like when I was looking on Etsy for bags, I didn't see it, so I thought, sweet, even better. You know that I just smacked myself in the face with that. I'm such a klutz. Like we edit a lot of this stuff. Or Caitlin does. And Caitlin's not here to yell at me or to have me where I'm not actually talking to myself in my room. So, it's a lot more awkward to say. So I, was it last Friday? Last Friday. Wow, it's only been a week. I opened an Etsy shop to sell bags, and I sold 3 within like 2 hours and had a total dance party in the living room with the dogs. Rory was all for it. She'll dance with me. Charlie was like, what are you two doing? But it was so fun. So I thought I'm going to show some of the bags that are still listed in the shop. It's just Ramblin needles on Etsy. If you follow me on Instagram, there is a link in my link tree. I got a link tree. And if not, there's not going to be show notes right now, like when it first gets uploaded, because as soon as I hit upload, I have to go because work has been crazy, which I will get more into that in my Ramblin section. But I will go back and add show notes. It'll probably be Sunday. Let's be real here. Yeah. Alright, so first things first, or first bag first, is this blue and white, I want to say chain link, but I know that's not right, fabric. It's got a white zipper and gray interior. So, and all the bags have box bottoms. I don't know if that's showing up as a box bottom, but yeah. This is my medium-sized bag. So most of the medium, all my medium-sized bags have a 12-inch zip. So they're about 12 inches across. Most of them have a 3 to 3.5 inch box bottom. Just kind of depend on how I was sewing or how I was measuring or what I was feeling that day. Because if they were all consecutively, they are going to be about the same size. But when at first, I was only doing a 3-inch bottom. And then the depths vary slightly. I don't know off the top of my head how deep this is. They're all listed with the dimensions are all in the Etsy description. So if you go to that bag that you like, drop down, it'll give you the dimensions. So we've got that one. Hi, baby. Rory's come to say hi. Let's do zippers first. Then I've got, I poked myself on the zipper. This yellow and gray one. So I really like that one. They're the same on both sides. It's got a white zipper as well and gray interior. They're all they've all been interfaced, so they're sturdy, but they're not. I mean, you can still fold them if need be, but they will. They will stand up and hold things. That one, medium size as well. I don't have a small size zipper bags or sock size or whatever we're calling them. I have this one, which is gray and white. I don't know like patterning things like this. I don't know what they're called. So it just is gray and white like in all the listings. A white zipper as well, and then gray interior. And then I've got this one, which I've had this fabric forever. I got it at the thrift store when I was working there like 3 years ago, when I thought I was going to sew it, make bags and all that. And then me and my sewing machine got into a huge fight, and I never used this fabric. But I really like it. So it's just glowing eyes. Okay, for some reason this fabric reminds me so much of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know why. That's just every time I see it, that's all I thought about. It is sparkly. It's way more sparkly on camera than it is in real life. It's got a black zipper, and I believe, and black interior. So it's just a bottomless black this. But yeah, and box bottom, fully interfaced. I really like it. And I put it like more Halloween-y, but this is something I would use all the time. And I almost kept it. I still might. It hasn't sold yet, so I can still pull it out of the thing. Okay. And then we'll do this. We'll go small. So these are sock size. Again, the dimensions are in there. It's not terribly big, but it's not, like miniature. So I tested out. I can fit a whole skein of yarn plus an already made pair of socks, like a fresh 100 gram skein. And I talk too fast and sometimes my words jumble. And a full pair of like my grandma socks is what I put in there to test them. So they are small, but they will fit that. And drawstring, I really like it, and it's more of the glowing eyes. These are also interfaced, and this one has black lining too. And then I have this one, which is gray and there must be something on my phone. It looked like there's a big black smudge down the middle of it. I was about ready to have a panic. Just gray and white stripes, and then it's got gray interior. And it's drawstring, and it's a small size one as well. These also, all my drawstrings, I'll have a box bottom too. This one's just a little bit bigger than this one. But all the dimensions for each bag are personalized to that bag in the description. And then I have, I always get the hiccups in the middle of this, and I don't know why. I think it's an anxiety thing. Yeah. So it's Harry Potter. It just says Harry Potter, and they go each direction, so it's not technically a directional print. This is I'm considering a medium-sized drawstring bag, although it's a little bit taller than I would normally make them. I goofed. So I had the fabric set up to cut out for a zipper bag. And then I dropped it. And when I picked it back up, I set it down because I thought it dropped straight. Well, when I picked it back up, either I curved it or it curved when it dropped. I didn't pay enough attention to it because I was kind of half asleep. It was 10 o'clock at night. And then I cut it out, for the dimensions I wanted, and then went to put the zipper on and realized when I was holding it like this, the zipper was too big. So I turned it into a drawstring bag. So it's taller than what I would normally make these. But the height is more what I would do for a large. It's kind of like in between a medium and large for height-wise. So, I don't know. But it's got the drawstring. And it's got, I think that's the first time I've done the drawstring. So you gotta do them a few times to loosen them up. And it's got a black interior. Fully lined, fully interfaced. Box bottom. And then those are all that's listed. And then I got this at the thrift store for like 20 cents. It's the 50th anniversary Dr. Hill tote bag. I mean, it's just like a cheap little, papery tote bag, but I love it. Okay, so this one I've got, alright. This is why I haven't been knitting, because I have been sewing like a mad woman. I've got this one. So it's a little shorter than my normal medium ones. Give me a medium back. So if we line the corners up, it's about an inch shorter from zipper to zipper. But it's the same width, so I'm debating on listing it as a sock bag or just as a medium bag. Just shorter? I don't know. But I really like it, and it's Harry Potter. And then I have, so I don't know if I'm going to list this or not, or if I'm just going to keep it to throw things in. It's a little more bag. It was left over from a fat quarter that I made a bag for a family friend. I didn't make this one for the family friend. I made this one for my cousin. This one was originally going to go to a family friend, and then it didn't. And then I wanted to keep it, and then my mom told me no. But it's little, so this bag is, I just measured it, so it's 7.5 down by 7.5 down by 6.5. It's like 7.5 down, I think, by like 6.5 across. I might have that backwards. And then a 3-inch box bottom. So it is, I mean, you could put socks in it, but I don't think I'm going to list it. I just want to show it. I've been playing with it. I took it to a farmer's market to try to sell. So I was playing with the drawstring, so it's loose. I I gotta get more of this fabric because I absolutely love this fabric. And then, so I had more. I have business cards shoved into these things. I made dog bandanas, the dog collar bandanas. So they've got the opening, so they slide through the collar, so then they're just on the collar, which I really like. So I made quite a few of these, and I sold a bunch at the farmer's market. So then I've got Harry Potter ones, and another one of that fabric, and then the stars. And they're kind of 4th of July, and then I had leftover Harry Potter fabric, so I made Harry Potter ones. I'll take a drink. So I don't know if I'm going to make some of these and list them. I might. I don't know if you see this and you think that's a good idea, let me know. That bag's fallen and I'm not going to reach down that far. But yeah, that's all I've done. And work. So we're into Ramble. Rory stared at me. Yeah, work. So Memorial Day weekend we did an event. I run, for those of you who are new and don't know, my family runs a food trailer, and so I run that with them, and we do that festival, so like April to October, and we're kind of hitting our busy season. That's why I have to go today and go straight to that. Like, we're setting up for a thing in town. But yeah, so I've done that pretty much every week, and then we do a farmer's market in our town. They do every Wednesday. They do market in the park. And so we set up just for a couple hours in the evening and do that. And then now Thursdays in another town where I sell my stuff, they have a farmer's market. So I set up and sell over there for my stuff. So it's busy. But yeah, that's what I did. So last night I went to a murder mystery dinner. Caitlin, her like Uptown project for her town did it, and it was a lot of fun. I solved the case, so I was quite proud of myself. I wore jeans and a black t-shirt because I didn't have anything for the Roaring 20s. There was a lot more people who got on Amazon and were very well prepared. I was not, but I still won, so don't need fancy clothes to do that. Let's see. That's work, and work is all I've been doing, and sewing. I've been reading Queen of Shadows, so I finished Air of Fire, and I'm on to Queen of Shadows, and then I'm about halfway, yeah, I just hit part 2, so I'm halfway through, and then, I kicked it, I'm sorry, what's the one after that? Empire of Storms, I think? I don't know, everybody says that. So, I will let you know what I think. And then, yeah, let's see, reading, check, doing, nothing. Knitting, very little. Sewing, decent amount. TV. I started The Last Kingdom on Netflix. I'm enjoying it. I'm a Vikings girl at heart, so it's hearing the character's name transfer over and do that, it's a little confusing. But it's good. It's good. You just have to kind of completely separate them in your head, which I can do most of the time. Anytime they say Ragnar, it throws me. Like, I can deal with all the others, but Ragnar's the one that throws me for some reason. Podcast. Ooh, podcast. It's been a month. You'd think I'd watch them. I watched the Stranded podcast with Amy. I'm not caught up. I'm still 2 behind because I haven't done anything. I've been reading, so I haven't done anything. I watched, of course, Katie from the Jordy Knits and Laura from the Lonely Knitter. If they've posted this week, I haven't watched them. I know Katie did. I started hers, but I haven't finished it. I don't know about Laura. I don't think she posted last week, but it's been a month, so I have watched her podcast within the month. Emma and Rosie of the Hairy Sheep podcast. Let's see. I've watched. I haven't done anything. I've watched The Grocery Girls. Meg of Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. I'm trying to think. Mariah of Mariah Makes, and Dearney from Dear to Me Knits. I don't know if her podcast was posted before or after my last episode, but I did. I watched it. I watched both of them. Oh, let's see. Who else have I been watching? I'm trying to think. I watched a bunch. Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady, I watched hers. I'm all caught up on hers. The Homespun House, I'm all caught up on that one. I should have made show notes of the podcast. Like, I have little show notes of what I'm going to talk to, but I didn't make any podcasts. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, I've rambled on for a half hour, which is more than I thought I'd do with the less I have to knit. I'm gonna say I'll try to podcast next week, so we'll see. I'm hoping to get back on a schedule, and if I can do it just unedited, which, you know, you can't edit life, so, and you're gonna see how clumsy of a dork I am without the editing, but I will try to do this more. Alright, I will see everybody later, and I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. Remember, no matter how difficult it is, take it one stitch at a time.